My name is Maddy Ringo. Welcome to the Wake Up Woman album launch. I am so happy to see everybody here. This album was a very, very special project. It was actually kind of a complete surprise. We went into the studio basically expecting to record a couple demos, and then after like this 2-day marathon session, we emerged with the record. And I could not be happier. And I have this wonderful, wonderful band. We have Tina Fey playing the piano, and we have Finn Wall on guitar, and playing the drums we have Chris Sutherland, and on bass we have Peter Bleakney, and our wonderful, wonderful sound engineer who I'm so indebted to because I know so I grew up in the classical world. I know literally nothing about a soundboard. If you like, I'm like a Victorian child looking at an iPhone when it comes to sound technology. So we have Taras Blizniuk, who's also going to play the accordion later, fun little surprise. If you know the track, you know the track. But without further ado, we're going to jump into it. So this is When the Lights Are Down. The end of the train car, middle of the summer, when plastic is pouring in a burnt sugar haze. Withered and sun-beaten man on the metro who armors himself with a red leather briefcase. Won't you calm down, take a breath full of rust, full of sound. Open your heart to the smog curling into the clouds. Cope if you're crazy, your punishment lives in the subways. As for the rest, we will sing, what a life, what a life. Marching and chanting, alive and in pain. A man dressed in leather is wiping his brow. He falls to the platform and he calls out loud, "Where is my God? Shut it off. There is love when the lights are down." I search for something to pull and to crave, bitter or bleeding, to twist and to save. Sweet liberation from ceilings and walls, wrapped up in leather, I sweat and I call, "Where is my God? Shut it off. There is love when the lights are down." Won't you calm down, take a breath full of rust, full of sound. Open your heart to the smog curling into the clouds. Cope if you're crazy, your punishment lives in the subway. As for the rest, we will sing, what a life, what a life. Next song is the title track. This is called Wake Up Woman. This is a song that I wrote a really long time ago, and I had to apologize to every guitarist who's ever tried to play this because I also wrote it before I knew how to play guitar. So I didn't know what any of the chords were. I was like, I played that string and it sounded good, and there's the song. I was like 16, I remember very vividly. I was sitting out on the field of my high school just waiting to do some show in the evening, And I just sat there and I was like, wow, okay, there we go. And then I like handed it to Mike Murray, who played guitar on the record, and he was like, Maddy, like I can't read this. I had to sit there with my guitar teacher and like plunk out every single one of the notes and be like, okay, technically that's like a D, sort of. And but Finn is wonderful and has managed to pick it up.
Wake up, woman, it's far too late for dreaming. Your hair needs brushing and your dress needs pressing, and the children are tearful and hungry. Wake up, woman, the waves are on the shore now. The trees are falling and the birds are screaming at the horror of morning and the great wild huron. Rain, oh rain, acid and holy, it stings and it rains for the world, and stains, blood stains, soaking your bed sheets. Your sadness is tangled and curled. Wake up, woman, the marbled maidens lowly. The kingsmen hate her and the people scorn her. Through stone she cries for heaven and its lies, and she turns to rain, oh rain. We kneel in the moonlight and beg that she'll go away, but they can't say how much you'll find in the mud in the meadow. Wake up, woman, look outside your window. The streets are filling and the clocks are breaking. The bandits have branded the moon. Wake up, woman, it's time to go and pray now. The cards are folding, the earth is sighing, the night is taken.
Okay, this is a song called Cherry that I also wrote a few years ago for this very interesting project. It's a feminist show, and it's a song about the male gaze, and yeah. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little, all of my songs I've been told have this undercurrent of just like, wow, that's like really sad. But I don't know, apparently this one, everybody likes this one.
The gazing tree with fruit so sweet, it grazed my tongue with gentle poison. Poor corrupted child, she sees you all, and now she's chasing boys in cherry trees. Your cherry tree. Oh, how I long to be your little sweetheart. Summer fruit and mud on my soft skin, pressed up underneath your public desire. Strawberry stains still warm where you have Tell me, what is beauty? Is she it's gone so fast. Perhaps it's never meant to be. It lives in cherry trees, your cherry tree.
This one's a funky little train groove song. This one is actually not about something depressing, but this is a song called August. And if you, sorry, we have so many guitars over here. If you hadn't already noticed, because there's so many tunings. Because again, I learned to write so many of these songs before I learned to play guitar. So I would just like hear a Joni Mitchell song and be like, "That's a cool tuning. Let me do that." And then I would just like make up little shapes. And so now poor Finn over here has like 5 different guitars. One open G, open D. This open D sus2. It's a lot. But I don't know. This is a fun one. This is August.
Skin on the morning light, when the peaches are falling ripe. I'd die right now. She calls when the moon is bright, and she loves in the dead of night. Soft spine to mouth, and the magic turns lyrical, and the woman is spiritual when she holds your hand. And she's taking off all her clothes, and she asked if your parents know that she's hiding in your bed. Love writes like Kerouac, train rides and paperbacks, her sweet cliches. You fall for everything, boy on a puppet string. These knots are safe, and the magic turns lyrical, and the woman is spiritual when she holds your hand. And she's taking off all her clothes, and she asked if your parents know that she's hiding in your bed. She's just a little girl who likes to feel the heat rush through her veins. You're crawling toward a man who misses playing adolescent games. And the magic turns lyrical, and the woman is spiritual when she holds your
This is a song I've had to get used to introducing this one in front of my parents and a lot of extended family, and also once my entire church congregation. But this song is inspired by a series of very influential acid trips taking place last summer. And I called the song "Fear and Loathing," and at first my parents were like, "Maddie, that's just you're hitting it too like the nail is it's too hitting the nail on the head with the I'm a sad 18-year-old," and I was like, "No, it's like Hunter S. Thompson like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas," and they're just like, "What?" But it's okay, it's fine. But yeah, this is a song called "Fear and Loathing," and what else do I have to say about this one? Another funky tuning. Another guitar, another tuning. All right. Yeah. You are a stormy summer day, low cloud that sends the sun away. You are the pull into the night. You are the violent morning light. Tell me what you feel. Mornings almost here. You are the silver cutting edge parade. The crimes that you allege, rough song. Drunken dawn you play. Teach me your stunt and steady way. Keep me in your mirror. I will eat your words. Bones and teeth and fingers. Scorn the jealous bird. Like sand, brittle stone won't heal. You blushing through the foam, sincere and earnest when you say, I am like the pouring summer rain. Tell me what you feel. Mornings are almost keyboard on this one. This is a song that I wrote later. If you stick around, I'm going to do a little solo set, and this is like the what's it called? Sort of prequel to that song. This one was about a guy, and it was a very happy time in my life. I sort of went through a period of not really being able to get in touch with myself and my emotions, and it's about meeting someone who just makes you remember what all that feels like. And then the song that I'm going to play later is when it got very sad. So stick around if you want to hear how this one ends. But this is about a guy from Winnipeg, and it's called "The Head and the Heart." Yeah. All right, ready? To be satisfied, this sterile hotel room so tidy and dry. I watch out the window as people go by with hearts full of anger and bright candy eyes. Pity me, Father, have pity, my dear. Your daughter is empty, she's not even here. The head on her shoulders made her heart disappear, and she's running and running to sweat herself clear. My heart is open.
shoulders. Baby, have a rest. There's a sentimental lover on the tender of your chest, and he's waiting in the kitchen, pouring sentimental wine to break the bread and take you to bed in the shades of winter time. Take my defenses and throw them to the wind. Light us a candle and close this world in. To crave and to be satisfied, to call for spring from an empty sky, to feel a kiss upon my spine, your dark December teary eyes. My heart is open and damn, it's cold. Hands up the beggar, raised up the heart.
This is a song that I wrote at like 2 a.m. During my first week off at school. And, you know, transition to college is a process. I didn't expect it, and it was an adjustment. And this is, I just like woke up in the middle of the night, and it's a song about, I don't know, about grieving a part of yourself that is gone, about childhood and all that sentimentality. And it's a song that I wrote for my mother.
Can one of the co-producers add a note?
Yes.
She wasn't sure about this song at first.
Yeah, I actually wasn't.
And it was the first song that the producers went, that.
It was this recording that I sent from like the living room of my residence hall, like on the piano, and it was like there were people in the background. And
yeah, and the people in the background became such a part of the song that we had to add it to the album.
we did. This one is really cool. If you haven't listened to this one on the album, listen to it.
But we have the natural sounds here tonight.
We do, yes. We have the natural ambiance. But yes, and we also have Taras giving us some accordion, so let's go.
All right.
Do all your grieving, fold up the blankets, empty your boxes, full up with yarn, send out your letters, call up your mother, say this house feels so empty, my baby is gone. Black beans and collard greens wait on the table. The dishes are done and the door makes no sound. Bath towels on the floor where you sit crying. The warm rushing water, she's laughing forever.
This one is also a song about my childhood, and this is called Where Did All the Time Go?
Friday I'll go dancing, Saturdays for searching, Sundays for sorrow. Where did all the time go? Touch the paper picture, time is always turning, corduroy and cotton, the sweater Christmas morning. Father is a young man at the breakfast table, wooden on your fingers, smooth and spotted maple, running on the cold shore, Canada in April, baseball cap with Velcro, stones inside your sandals. What's inside a memory? Can you feel the rain? Can you hold it closely? Does it bring you pain? Shadows in the doorway, footsteps on the ceiling, just behind your mirror. Can you see her watching? Sun sits on the river, trailing east Toronto. Don't you drag behind now, let your parents follow. Father in his big shoes, mother in her hoodie, fairies in your wide eyes, angels mild and muddy. Friday I'll go dancing, Saturdays for searching, Sundays for sorrow. Where did all the time go? Touch the paper picture, time is always turning. Smell the smoke and coffee here on campground morning. What's inside a memory? Can you feel the rain? Can you hold it closely? Does it bring you pain? Shadows in the doorway, footsteps on the ceiling, just behind your mirror. Can you see her watching?
It took me until I wrote that song to realize how much of my music is about Canada, which I really didn't think I had that much nationalism in my body until I moved to America. And then I was just writing music about Ontario, and I was like, what happened to me? But anyways, this is a song called Comfort Me, and it is our last track.
Sunrise creeping up on me, sizing up its enemy. Comfort me. We cannot go back home again to where it's dark and warm, and where our mother comes to hold us long and freely hear our weary song. But somewhere out there is a house where children run and people shout the love of God in all its faces, birds and chimes and empty spaces. Comfort me. Comfort me. I have something safe for you. It's tough like love and always true. You find it on the lakes of old Ontario, so wide and cold. Love is in the steaming tides, a million eyes on metro lines, the noise of colors, screaming cries, the touch that makes your eyes go wide. Comfort me.
Ella's always saying I don't drink enough water, so this is for you, Ella. Hydrating. But that's it for the record. Thank you all so much for listening. If you want to stick around, I'm gonna, take a breather, but a little while later I'll come on and do some solo stuff. But thank you once again to the band. Can we please give a very warm round of applause to the band? Find the album everywhere. It's actually been, this is funny, this has been advertised as an album launch. The album's been out since June 28th, but if you haven't already listened to it, it's on every streaming service ever. And yeah, there will be more to come. Yeah. We're gonna bring it back, and I'm gonna do a couple solo songs. Funny little secret, I already kind of have enough music to record another album, so that's gonna be happening, I hope, soon. But if you were listening earlier to that Head in the Heart song, this is the one that came after. Remember, the one about the dude from Manitoba, and this is the one where it gets sad? Yeah. So, this is a song called Prairie Sunset, and it's about, how sometimes you have a dream about a person, and then it just sort of fucks up your entire day because you feel like you're still in the dream. It was just such an incredibly vivid dream about a place that I've literally never been in my entire life. And it just felt so real. And it was the most beautiful sunset I'd ever seen. But then I woke up and I was like, well, shit, okay. So then I wrote this song.
I had a dream of a prairie sunset. I've never traveled further west than Sault Ste. Marie. The Manitoba earth looked up at a changing sky, and underneath it, you were next to me. Love me, to leave me alone with my letter and my love song, my poetry, to leave me pale and tearful and romantic. But I woke up in this room to to the sound of traffic and the Midwest wind and an empty bed. The cost of shame is a long black night when the eyes roll to the dark mind and the hands twisting a dull knife. You were only a stranger passing through, then a phone call and a strange fall, and I wanted too much, you were nothing at all. So I'll try not to fall asleep where all the gentle memories live, waiting for their chance to bleed out from underneath my skin. And the Midwest wind will cry again. I remember everything. How you told me that I made you think of home. Midnight when you cried into my shoulder, and all the times I knew you'd break my heart. And the Midwest wind was cold last night. I had a dream of a prairie sunset, beautiful. I've never traveled further west than Sault Ste. Marie. The Manitoba earth looked up at a changing sky, and underneath it you were next to me.
All right, this is one that I just wrote very recently, and it was another one. I write so many songs on trains, and I know it's like such a trope, but it's so true. And this one is called Chicago. Let's see.
Fog lay soft on a cornfield sunrise. Blackbirds blow across the sky. The fog is thick on Canada. Blackbirds take up with July. Please forgive me, dear Professor, for I've caught a morning train off at dawn to run from reason. Finally I'm feeling sane, and if I'm not moving, I'm dying. Oh, if I'm not moving, I'm dying. Summer's hot in old Chicago. Sun sears through a crowded car. Public, private, street performer. Give them some, they'll take it far. Cinder block downtown apartment, 14 stories from the water. Thinking I should take this freedom while it's young enough to wander. Please forgive me, dear professor, for I've caught the morning train off at dawn to run from reason. Finally I'm feeling sane. And if I'm not moving, I'm dying. If I'm not moving, I'm dying. Please forgive me, dear strange lover, for I thought of you today while I walked alone from Windsor. Promise I won't try to stay. 'Cause if I'm not moving, I'm dying. Oh, if I'm not moving, I'm dying.
This is a song called Spotlight.
Inside the circus walls, I am a tumbling girl in the painted shoes. Will she come crashing? The fall is an old friend, and I am just balancing over the blackness. The spotlights are warming me. Cold, cold, quiet. Sink to quiet. Moonlight, black bed, salt, wax, quiet. But inside a royal room draped in an evening chair, you look at me with the eyes of a sailor who's circled the world again over and over and found me so bright-eyed with blue sequins in my hair. Cold, cold, quiet. You're so quiet. Moonlight, black bed, salt, wax, quiet. My circling ceiling fan turns till my eyes turn red. Laid on the mattress, I'm still as a marbled head, thinking of paintings that glorify vagabonds, searching for answers to bring to the blackest swans. Inside the circus walls, if you look closely, you'll see me in painted shoes, smiling at only the one with the dark eyes, fresh from the churning sea. Inside the silence that patiently sings to me. Cold, cold, quiet. Sing to quiet. Moonlight, black bed, salt, wax, quiet. Take your face off, have your bow. There is peace in resting now.
shining off your skin, fragile heart that you've protected for so long. Oh, your mercy and your sense of right and wrong. It's not your hand searching slow in the dark, or your nails leaving love's watermark. It's not the way you talked me off the roof. Your mercy like direction to the truth. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together, but one day I'll be gone. One day I'll be gone.
If we were vampires and death was a joke, we'd go out on the sidewalk and smoke, laugh at all the lovers and their plans. I wouldn't feel the need to hold your hand. Maybe time running out is a gift. I'll work hard till the end of my shift, give you every second I can find. Pray that it's not me that's left behind. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together, but one day I'll be gone. One day you'll be gone. I had a king in a tenement castle. Lately he's taken to painting the pastel walls brown. He's taken the curtains down. He's swept with the broom of contempt, and the rooms have an empty ring. He's cleaned with the tears of an actor who feels full of laughter sting. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys won't fit the door. You know my thoughts won't fit the man. They never can. They never can. I had a king in drip dry and paisley. Lately he's taken to saying I'm crazy and blind. He lives in another time. Ladies in gingham still blush when he sings them of wars and wine. But I in my leather and lace, I could never become that kind. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys won't fit the door. You know my thoughts don't fit the man. They never can. They never can. I had a king in a salt-rusted carriage who carried me off to his country for marriage too soon. Beware of the power of moons. There's no one to blame, no, there's no one to name for the traitor here. The king's on the road and the queen's in a grove till the end of the year. I can't go back there anymore. You know my keys
think that is it from me, but thank you all so much for coming out. It really means a lot that everybody is so enthusiastic about this music, because I am as well. And keep streaming the album. If you haven't bought a CD, please do so. They're $10 each. And yeah, I'll see you at the next one.